Did Matthew West, Brandon Heath, Natalie Grant.
We got signed up with a CSA, and I've just learned over the years, like, what, you can get vegetables from a farmer?
Usually for us, we've got what's called a grocery store.
Oh, it's so pretty up here.
Look at that color. They don't all look like that.
I love the variety that I get to do. It's so much fun showing up and hardly knowing what you're going to get into.
Today we're headed to Fouch's restaurant in McMinnville, Tennessee. My guest is Mike Payne, one of the finest and most tasteful session guitarists in Nashville. This is
Pilot Heat, we're gonna do it.
All right, here we go. Ready to go, Mike?
Let's do it.
Airspeed. Ho, 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 ho. Yeah.
Southern Traffic, that's 1089 uniform, turn left, crosswind, runway 20.
Ooh, it is smooth this morning.
It's so pretty up here.
Yes, sir. And we're going to be flying right into the sun.
Oh, okay.
Whew. Boy, this is yummy.
It is. I love stuff.
Yeah.
I just love this.
Yeah. All right, Mike.
Love it.
What do you do? Mike and I have been buds for 16 years.
Yeah, about 16 years. I'm a guitarist, do a lot of studio work, mostly session stuff, and live house band things and whatnot. Got to town in the late 90s, did a couple years at Belmont, and
everybody goes to Belmont.
I started traveling.
You want to be in the music business.
Yeah.
Well, you did some road work, right? Matthew West.
Did Matthew West, Brandon Heath, Natalie Grant, and a few others.
Some nobodies in the Christian music world.
Some nobodies.
People with no talent.
That's right. That's right.
Then you and I met doing sessions around 07. Working on a 9-month-long project, musically a challenge, but you and I got to know each other. I remember being impressed. I know I've told you this before. You were early in your career at that point.
Yeah.
Between takes, you were in the lobby with headphones on, listening to pop records just to get ideas for guitar tones. I remember one time you were listening to Kings of Leon, and I remember putting that in a little drawer and thinking that is wisdom. If you want to do what we do, you've got to be current and you've got to be clever, and we all learn from great artists like that.
It hasn't really stopped. You could ask me, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just checking out the whatever. We were Madison Cunningham and all these, these new artists. They're fantastic, and it's so inspiring. I love sounds and new sounds and everything, but what I should have been maybe doing between takes is working on my reading chops.
Those sessions by themselves were an exercise in learning to read.
Yeah.
Anybody that wasn't proficient at it yet, that was a type of session where you could get pretty good at it.
It was like being thrown to the deep end for sure with all that, especially because I was still getting the hang of even reading just the Nashville chart.
Yep.
Was still kind of fresh to me at that point. So, but a lot of fun and a big learning curve.
Wife, daughter?
Yes, I'm married to Mel Payne, and what can I say?
And your daughter,
Ella.
She's
Eleanor.
How old?
She's 4.
Goodness, you're in the thick of it. And your wife is a therapist, so somebody in the house has to have a real job and make some money, right? Yeah.
That's
what we all say.
So does flying kind of appeal to your drumming brain at all? Is there any connection with or is it a total departure?
It's a total departure. This is really the only thing other than music that I ever had to, kind of work to learn to do. And I did it because I wanted to, and I had to work hard to get my pilot's license. And it's like being with a good driver. A good driver gives you a good ride. Flying a plane is kind of like that. You want to be able to feel the plane and give your passengers a good ride. And there's something about that, that's just really enjoyable. Well, this haze is making it hard to see the airport. I guess we can't land. Where the heck is it?
That's going to make breakfast pretty hard.
Yeah, we're going to... McMinnville traffic, Mooney 3559 Hotel. Left downwind, 23, full stop, McMinnville.
Oh, see.
Look at this.
I love this.
House with a pool.
Yes.
McMinnville 59 Hotel, base to final, 23, full stop, McMinnville.
Landed. Like a glove. Hey, yeah.
Go eat.
Let's do this.
All right.
Today's crew car is a 2004 Ford Freestar. It's a feat of mechanical engineering. One of the most beautiful machines. You know, the Germans had Zeppelins. The Wright brothers made aircraft, as you know, we are now enjoying the fruits of that. But when you have something as beautiful as this, it's hard to imagine why we didn't just stop here. It's the pinnacle of beauty and form. Let's go eat.
Fouch's serves up great American home-style cooking in a family atmosphere. They have daily lunch specials. They're open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Breakfast served all day.
That's all I care about right now is breakfast. I purposely did not eat anything before we took off. I had a bite of cashews this morning, basically, just to get a little protein and left it at that.
Go ahead.
But here's what I want to do. Is it a really big pancake?
They are pretty big.
Okay, so I'll do the one with bacon, well done, and 2 scrambled with cheese.
The home fries are looking good. Is that a good choice, you think? Yeah.
Yes, they are.
I haven't had a biscuit and gravy in
Biscuit and gravy?
so long. Let's
There
try
it is. Come on.
Yeah.
Live a little.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
So just, curious, we get to do a lot of breakfast for lunch when we're on work dates.
Well, we do lunch, and sometimes we have breakfast, because I'm that guy.
So First Watch has become kind of a go-to. Everybody it's a happy place for everybody, it seems like.
Tennessee, it's funny, you would think of the South as, you know, I grew up in California, and people think of California as all granola and health food, and it's not. And the breakfast places in California, they're everywhere, and they're almost all of them are great. It's like a thing.
And great donuts, too.
Great donuts. Tennessee, you would think the South would be full of great breakfasts. Well, there are great breakfasts, but it's just not as plentiful. Nashville is finally starting to get some proper breakfast places, and First Watch is one of them. It's obviously more corporate, it's a chain, but it's very respectable. I just love places like this, one-offs. The whole look of this place is, this is breakfast and country cooking, but it's clean, it feels old in all the right ways.
You ever try to make an omelet?
Yeah, I have made an omelet years ago. I used to, when I was working at Shoney's. Just kidding.
It's harder than it seems, the whole omelet game.
Cooking in general is harder than it seems.
Especially like a French style omelet.
I see a meringue pie of some type up there. The whole art of separating the egg white, like getting the yolk out. I tried it.
Yeah.
It did not go well.
Okay.
And
separating the yolk from the white.
Yes.
Or what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like separating the wheat from the chaff. Like separating the wheat from the chaff.
I'll take the yolk over the whites.
That's where the protein is.
That is. Don't get me started on all that, Scott. You know it's a deep well.
I do like arugula, I'll say that.
Do you really?
I love arugula.
Yeah. You know, it's really easy to grow too.
This is going to be a really interesting conversation. So Mike is a health nut, is the correct
No, I you know, it's funny. I don't consider myself that way, but I guess if enough people sort of call you out on it, maybe there's something to it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't consider myself an arrogant narcissist, but I might be one. I don't, you know.
Here's the thing. When
Wait, your wife's
Mel
a
and
therapist. I probably shouldn't get into that
Mel
stuff.
and I, we've been married 13 years.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good. That's a good thing.
That's
okay.
that's really good
So
thing.
you're happy.
Yes. But
Okay.
13 years ago, we got signed up with a CSA. Do you know what a CSA is? It's a community-supported agriculture. Basically, where you get like a farm share.
Yes.
I had no idea about any of this stuff, and I've just learned kind of over the years, like, what, you can get vegetables from a farmer locally. We recently started buying milk locally from a farmer, and so
We usually for us, we've got right next to our house, we have what's called a grocery store.
Oh.
And I can go in there and I can purchase milk. I can purchase arugula. We mentioned arugula. I can get really anything that I need to eat, I can get at that grocery store. So yeah, I'm happy that you know farmers and CSAs people, but I've got, you know, the butcher across the street at Light Hill Meats in Spring Hill. You know, I can go get a steak.
That's good living right there.
Yeah, it's good living.
I thought you were gonna say the butcher from the. Oh, that looks good.
Oh, see, Look
Now
at
that's
that.
a pancake.
Look at that color. They don't all look like that.
That's perfection.
They brought the food out
Ever-
fast too. Yeah, you don't need a
Oh,
pancake.
we don't need an extra pancake.
Like I said, health nut. Even Mike occasionally will cheat. And today's the day.
I don't know.
Now, Mike's the guy if we're all going to lunch at a session and we're all, let's just, run over to Cracker Barrel. He'll be like, man, guys, I've got some phone calls to make. I'm just going to probably run over to Whole Foods and eat some white beans and kale. Okay. Bacon's good.
You ever put maple syrup in your coffee? It's pretty good. If you're not into like just straight sugar, you can do some maple syrup. Little pro tip.
Well,
Yeah,
tell you what,
try it out.
that's actually a nice flavor. I don't mind that at all. Oh, they did this right.
This is very good too.
The omelet's good?
Right.
You started talking about what you do in the plane, like give us some of who you've been working with lately that's fun, or even not lately. Everybody brings up my past with the DC Talk record, that's 30 years ago.
I mean, it's just it's a great work of music, work of art. I started to say work of art, but
But it's not quite art.
musical art.
Yeah.
It's funny how the workflow changes over time. And, when I first got started doing a lot of CCM records, I thought that was going to be my lane, and I would just like kind of camp out there for the rest of my career. Well, clearly I was wrong. And it's kind of a natural progression, I think, in a lot of ways. I still do a handful of records a year, but it's nothing like it was probably 10, 12 years ago.
A lot of indie artists now.
A lot of indie stuff.
Just working stuff at home. We mentioned that we've got a jingle client that we all work for.
Yeah.
That we're very grateful for. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here we go. First bite.
You're gonna want to get a bite of this.
Okay.
It's a near perfect pancake. There's not a single part of it that's burned or crusty.
Yeah.
But it just slightly, you see.
I love what do you call that when it gets kind of the crust around the edge?
I don't know, the patine.
Oh.
What do I know?
So the workflow thing. The thing that I'm loving right now is I love the variety that I get to do. It's so much fun showing up and not hardly knowing what you're going to get into. Particularly now that the whole cartage thing is kind of gone away for most Nashvillians.
Cartage is a thing where you have your equipment, because most of us have to have a lot of stuff that would be very hard to carry in ourselves. And so there are companies where we leave our stuff with them. We've got a recording session. We call the cartage company and they deliver our stuff to the recording studio. It hasn't gone away, but there's way less of that than there used to be.
Especially for guitarists and bass players. Like I've got a rig that I love now that goes in the back of the car. And I show up and I don't feel like I'm missing anything. Like just about any sound. It's amazing what we can do. So anyway, all right, get in on this thing here. I can't believe I'm doing this and on film.
Oh.
Nonetheless.
Yeah. Well, and is it ministry?
That's a great biscuit.
The Lord is good and his mercies endure forever. Anywho, I'm kind of done talking to you. There's just nothing interesting to say anymore. Just to eat, so we can let's get out of here.
Well.
Check, please.
The viewers can't see this, probably, but this airplane is equipped with a cigarette lighter.
Oh yeah, baby.
So,
Yeah, light up.
just in case you're craving a
I wonder
camel.
if this plane came off the assembly line in 1977.
Oh yeah, that's the height.
Yeah, we were all smoking.
It was healthy back then.
I was 6 years old when I was chain
Oh
smoking.
yeah, absolutely. That was part of a balanced diet, part of the food pyramid.
Left downwind runway.
All right, gas, undercarriage, mixture, props, systems. All right. App float. Ooh. Look at that.
Nice and smooth, man.
Yeah, baby. Well, we did it, Mike.
Yeah, man.
We went to Fouch's. No
Did we?
vaccine mandate at Fouch's. Get it?
I
See?
do love this plane, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
I
It's
like
great.
it too. Your mom liked it.
That's right, she did. Doggone it.
All right.